WDCE's boiling. 4 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes, the dead rising from the grave. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria.
Broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond. You're listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media. Reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam NewsMan, and this is Saturday morning. Want to thank everyone, of course, for joining into the show. I see that, hold on, wait a minute. We have Arctic Actually Brooklyn, Mud Scuffer, saying let's go. Is that who was first in the chat? I don't know. Listen, I was sitting there playing some songs. I was playing some songs over there. And can we get everything situated over there? Are we all set? We're all set. Shout out to Lone Dragon, first in the chat. I see Mud Scuffer, like I said, Dead Man Juan. Everyone else, shout out once again. Broadcasting live 1018. 1018. Isn't that your birthday numbers, Mr. Producer? 1018. 1018 here on the 29th day of April in the year 2023. Dead Man says that he's second. I don't know, Dead Man, I don't think you're second. But one of the things, like we said last hour, is that you are first if you subscribe and you follow Toy Mercs. And if you do have action figures, toys, and collectibles, and you want to be a part of the Toy Mercs community, just shout that over to Dead Man Juan, DEAD MANWON, but what you need to do is at Toy Mercs, so you can sit there and post your action figure photography and be a part of a community that is very inviting. It is very inviting. Listen, we are all Toy Mercs, and that's what we do. Skydro, another thing you do, SKYDRO. Are you familiar with Skydro? Use that code SKYDRO, SKYDRO at extremesets.com, and you will be able to save 15% when you use that code SKYDRO, SKYDRO, at extremesets.com. So a few moments ago, I did just have Deep Cuts Dave. Well, see, a lot of times, so are you guys familiar with the show? If you're not familiar with the show, well, then damn it, what the hell is wrong with you? What do you mean you're not doing? Listen, we're going to be celebrating our 5th year anniversary next month. We're going to do a 3-week celebration. Hell, damn it, I have a producer over here who is actually, listen, I'm sitting there. I have a producer. Yes, Mr. Producer, my producer, is kind of getting another producer here in the show so we can once again set the standard and raise the bar. But little did you know that the producer that we have here in the studio, it's his birthday. It's his birthday. Yes, it is his birthday, and he is, well, once again, it's the what did he say a few months ago? He's like, oh, I want to be called Mr. Philosophizer. And it's like, well, what do you want to call you? Call you Mr. Sneeze? I'm not going to call you Mr. Sneeze. I'm not going to call you Mr. Sneeze at all. But what I will call you is the Philosopher. Mr. Philosopher. Listen, I tell you what, Mr. Philosopher is the key. Now, we're not going to get into philosophy. All we're getting into is the fact that you're here. You've been here the last couple of weeks. And we appreciate you because eventually the idea is Mr. Philosopher will have his own show. Hell, it might even finish my own show. So it would be interesting. This way, well, what's going on here? It's like you have Sam NewsMan's Saturday morning show, and then you have the 2-hour emo block of the 90s. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's not going to.
That's pretty close.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. That was good, right? That was good.
You know, I know you're joking, but we're about nostalgia here, and it's like your audience, I think, would like that. Like that's what I would play.
Is that what we're calling it? We're calling it Mr. Philosopher. That's a good idea. So we
workshopping the name.
No, no. But seriously, when you think about it, it's like Mr. Philosophers emo block of the late 90s, emo block of the late 90s, like, or Mr. Philosopher's emo jam sessions. Emo jam sessions. Like, just embrace the whole emo thing. Listen, have you ever thought about it? So here I am once again, broadcasting live from the WDCE studios. Once again, I have Dead Man Juan here. Happy birthday, is what someone just said. Happy birthday, producer. They're already sitting there and kicking Germ out of the, like, saying, they're already saying that you're the producer. All right, so Germ's already kicked the hell out of here. Sorry, Germ. Listen, I'll tell you what, WRVA is only going to pay you $12 an hour, so get your ass out of here. We're going to have a philosopher that is going to be broadcasting like, fantastic. Fantastic. Mr. Philosopher, the new producer. But the crazy thing about it is, hold on, let me hold on, before we have him say anything, let me just hold quick. Ahem, 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 ahem. Hold on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Philosopher. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Philosopher. Yes, Mary Murr. Yes, Mary Murr.
Thank you, man.
So Mary Murr says first. She's the first one to say happy birthday. I have a whole bunch of other people saying happy birthday. So someone said I'm late for dinner. I'm late for dinner. So here we are. We have Mr. Philosopher here. Yes, we do have Mr. Philosopher in the house. And people say, well, what is Mr. Philosopher? Well, we're not going to get too deep into that because, listen, if you went down the rabbit hole, so far deep down the rabbit hole where Mr. Philosopher is, you'll just want to take a nap, an afternoon nap. Now, that's true. That's true. You're going to want to take an afternoon nap because it's too much information, which we're not going to get into now. But it is number 45. Number 45 for Mr. Philosopher. Everybody's like shouting you out and saying happy birthday in the chat. Mr. Philosopher, you are here and want to thank you for being here on a Saturday morning. Once again, the idea is that so Citizen Germ. All right, so I'm sorry, Mr. Philosopher. Hold on a second. Hold on, wait a minute. Before I bring you in. The Citizen Germ is trash. Right? No. Why are you crying back there, Citizen Germ? Don't cry. Listen, Citizen Germ is now crying back there behind the glass because he's just like, oh, I've had a terrible week. Oh my gosh, everything is so bad. It's just like, shut up. Tighten up, soldier. Tighten up, soldier. Do better, be better, win better. That's what you need to do, Germ. But the reality is that we have Mr. Philosopher over here. Germ's crying in the background because we're going to kick his ass off the board. Germ, you've done a terrible job. You've done a terrible job, Germ. Listen, Germ, you've done such a bad job that I'm here celebrating. Listen, Germ, you've done such a terrible job. I'm celebrating Mr. Philosopher's birthday as you are soaking in your failure. Yes, you're soaking in your failure. Yes, that's exactly what's happening. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm talking smack. Do we have that? Was there something at the top of the show? Yes. Well, if this offends you and whatever, you get butthurt, fill out a butthurt report. Google butthurt report if you're feeling upset. Google butthurt report. You can do that. But the thing that we don't want to sit there and negate, we don't want to negate this, is it is Mr. Philosopher. It's the one that, once again, is Germ. You're training him, Germ. Yes, on the other side of the glass. I see you over there. Yes, but yes. I see the guys in the black suits too. I see the guys in the black suits. Yeah, no, but that's a part of General Shu. That's different. That's different than Mr. Philosopher. What? Was it you? Was it you, General Shu? Was it you, General Shu, that allowed Mr. Philosopher to come here and be the one that is he a deep state operative too? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mr. Philosopher's here, and it is his birthday. And so one of the things that I want to do is that I want to shout out Mr. Philosopher and his birthday. Shout out to everyone else who is watching at Sam Newsman on Instagram, at Sam Newsman on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all over the place. You can see us live here. We're here live. Shout out Destiny Marie, Skyfall, Ash Bailey, Dead Man Juan, everybody. But one of the things that I want to do is that so a hypercube. Okay, so a hypercube is joined. So a hypercube is very interesting. I have hypercube. Is a hypercube. I don't know why why the hell did you use hypercube as your name when your ass is Crazy Toys? I don't understand that. Anyway, so hypercube is down there. He just had a baby girl. He just had his second kid. And one of the things that I am completely amazed about, and one of the reasons why we have Mr. Philosopher here in the is because he is a father. He's a father, and that is one of the great things about what? No, we're not talking about human puppet relationships. No, I'm not going to father a child. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. And I don't know if you can even do that. But what you can do is you can look to people who are inspirations as being fathers, but in terms of being fathers and being someone who I look up to, I love dads. I love dads. Dads are a very interesting thing here in the when it comes to everything, father figures and all of that. So one of the things that we want to talk about is that as I have Mr. Philosopher here at the station, I want to talk to you about the opportunity and it's your birthday today. It's your birthday, and we're going to talk to you about your birthday, being a dad, and all of that, and all of that. So gonna just give you the microphone here. So are you there? Hold on, make sure that you are there. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You're right. So we want to make sure that is because we're broadcasting live on multiple signals and everything. So here you are. You are Mr. Philosopher. You're here in the show, here in the studio. Want you to talk about for a few moments about who you are, because once again, I'm taking Citizen Germ and I'm kicking his ass off the off the control board, and we're going to get you because he needs to just do better and tighten up, and he's not doing that. And so it's like basketball cuts. One of the things is you have basketball cuts, and you're like, all right, well, it's time to get a new point guard. We're going to have a new point guard, and what better place to have a new point guard and someone who is a dad, who is a father figure, understands about the culture of Saturday morning, and is also a philosopher. Don't blow up our brains here for a moment, but happy birthday, Mr. Philosopher. We're having you here on the show. What's going on? How are you today?
I'm doing great. It's they talk about being middle aged. I don't like saying that because it's like I want to live longer than half. But anyway, I love being here on a Saturday morning. It's makes me feel younger with the cartoon themes. It's just great. And then thinking about being a father, because it's like you kind of experience the age your kid is at. So it's like having a kid is nostalgic, all by itself. And then you talk about how do you put it, raising the standard, setting the standard, raising the bar. That's what it is. So it's like you have a chance to say, this is how good I could be. And now this is your floor. My ceiling is your floor. And you stack wisdom on generation to generation. I can't, that's why he calls me the philosopher. I'm talking about wisdom already.
You're already talking about wisdom. And here I want to sit there and let everybody know is like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Philosopher. I'll sing it again at the bottom of next time. I don't know. Anyways, but I'm just going to sing it because I have a beautiful public voice. Happy birthday to you. So as you listen, so it is, I didn't understand. I didn't know this. So we connected when you came here. So like here I am. I'm a real media puppet. Listen, all I am is the damn talent. And hashtag damn talent? That just means that I'm the one here on the video, on the microphone, doing what I was born to do. I was born to host a radio show one Saturday morning as a real puppet, and you were born to listen to it after the entire society was going to collapse and you thought your nostalgia was nothing. But what I do have here is Mr. Philosopher. And like I said, because the reason why is because my Citizen Germ, you're terrible. You're terrible. $12 an hour for a huge media company. A huge media company. $12 an hour. That's all you're worth, Germ. You're just worth $12 an hour, right? Right? You're just worth $12 an hour, which is garbage. It's garbage, which is what a media company is going to do. But you know what? Screw the garbage that a media company is only going to give you. What was that? Yes, that's right. Minimum wage here in the state of Virginia. So I have had Citizen Germ. Me and Citizen Germ have been around for a while. We have. And so me and Citizen Germ have been around for a while. And when I say we've been around for a while, is that we have been, so we just won. Oh, of course. God bless America. Of course, the Instagram signal has cut out. The reason why this happens is because truth is being exerted. So it says pause due to poor connection here on the damn Instagram feed. And I was sitting there trying to get connected to the live feed here on the radio station. Here we go. Oh, so it's okay. So it's like one little thing. It's one little thing. I don't know. Listen, if it's terrible on Instagram, if it's that bad on Instagram, it's because that is the signal. And that is because the institutions don't want you to hear me. So if you're listening to me on Instagram, do me a favor. Do me a favor and then go to YouTube. Go to YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. Yes, go to any of those because it seems to me that the feed here over on Instagram is a little bit shoddy. So, of course, that's the case because the philosopher is here. It's his birthday, and everything aligns when it's your birthday. So, Mr. Philosopher, Mr. Philosophizer, is that? Can I say that? Is it Mr. Is that what you want me to say? Mr. Philosophizer? Is that Mr. Philosophizer? It almost sounds like that I'm sneezing when I'm saying that. But is it Mr. Philosophizer? Like, is that so? Anyways, it is your birthday. I'm just gonna give you the floor. So I'm gonna just shut the hell up and just give you the floor. What's going on? How are you? Happy birthday. You were here. You do have a kid. I don't know if you guys watch cartoons or whatever, but shout out to you. Shout out for being a dad, and shout out for being someone who is encouraging to me as a father figure in this whole mist of all this other stuff. Anyways, once again, I'm just rambling here. Happy birthday, Mr. Philosopher. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Citizen Germ, I think we should keep him around as a consultant.
What are you talking about? Damn it. Listen, he can't even push the damn buttons right over here. I'm sitting there. I'm a real media puppet doing what I was born to do. The poor connection over here on Instagram. Damn it, what the hell is going on here? I'm not sure exactly what it is, but here I am. okay, you want to keep Citizen Germ around here. Why is that? Is that some kind of like, is that your first birthday wish? You want to just keep Citizen Germ around?
I mean, it's not been official yet, so I guess the first birthday wish is still on the table. But I'd like him to make more money, but
No, it has nothing to do with money. It has everything with him hitting the damn buttons. Like, so Citizen
Yeah.
Germ has to hit the buttons correctly. And you know what? Here I am. I'm trying to get you and train you to the position to where you can sit there and hit the butters. It feels like butters on bread. Like, it feels like you would hit the buttons better than he does, because you tighten up, Germ. What are you doing? Stop crying back there behind the glass. Listen. I know that Mr. Philosopher is on the other side of the glass. He's over here on a microphone. But like, stop crying, Germ. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. We'll hear about your whining and complaining at the end of the show. So, Mr. Philosopher, you have a child, but one of the thing is that, like I said, happy birthday to you. 45. 45, you do have a child, and you do have Saturday mornings. Talk a few moments about what Saturday morning means to you and how it was a part of your growing up, as part of you growing up in terms of imagination and creativity and all of that. Talk about that for a few moments.
Saturday is kind of a magical time. Like, we've kind of lost this. It's nice having cartoons accessible. You can stream them a million different places, but it's kind of taken that magic and spread it a little bit thin, it feels like. So, it's like having a father. You like to show your son your favorite cartoons. He loved the Transformers. I know you love GoBots.
Wait a minute. Well, because GoBots are better than Transformers.
Maybe.
No, what do you mean maybe? Like, so, okay, so here we go. So here I have, listen, I have a producer that I'm now training because I'm going to kick Germ's ass out of here. And then I'm going to put you in his place. And now you're already telling me that Transformers are better than GoBots? Listen, GoBots are superior than Transformers, and Rock Lords are the most superior thing out of all things. Listen, did you ever have a pet rock? Did you ever have a pet rock?
I have a zoo. I mean, we call it
a zoo. What the hell are you talking about? A zoo? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Well, they have personality. I mean, anyway, it was a collection. Excuse me, it's a collection.
What do you mean? What does that mean? You have a rock granite collection, and you have I have granite, and I have whatever, and all the other type of rocks. Are you some like fantastic geologist over there? Listen, listen, wait a minute. Hold on. I understand what's going on here. Like, I understand. I get it. 110%. You didn't go to public school, did you?
Well, a little bit.
No. Don't sit there and try to, damn it, be modest. I don't want to hear about that the jargon. Like I said, I have FCC violations, and I want to sit there and try to be. Listen, I don't want to hear about that jargon. You didn't go to public school, did you? I'm sitting there. I'm calling you out right now. Did you go to public school or not? Tell me about your education. What the heck is going on here? We need to know on Saturday morning, Mr. Philosopher. Especially, if I'm going to get you to be pressing the buttons over here. What's going on? What is happening over here?
Well, over here, the reason I mentioned public school is not to sort of play coy. But I homeschooled most grades, a little bit of private school, a couple grades of public school, and I was thinking about 8th grade the other day. 8th grade science. This is a government school, a public school, okay? And I remember them teaching about the day they taught about chromosomes, when they actually knew how to define gender.
Whoa, wait a minute. What a hot button topic. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on, pause. Like, wait a minute. And I see Dead Man over there. Why is Germ so wimpy today? Germ has always been wimpy. Germ is completely wimpy. He's always wimpy. So, yes. And Mary Murr says you need to tighten up, Germ. Like, well, but Germ is wimpy in terms of what Dead Man Juan says. Germ is not like so, but hold on. Could you embellish that for a few moments? Because that was a key thing, what you just said. Develop that in just a couple more words, if you may.
All right. Well, okay. So I'm trying to keep it light lifting for you instead of the heavy lifting. So the polar, two things, like a left and a right. That's the difference. It's now you don't know what is left or right. How can you decide which side to be on when it doesn't when you don't have an identity? Like, look, you can express yourself. I don't. I can be really. You can express yourself however you want. That's fine. But okay, adjacent to this topic, Lord Blanket and mod is like his pronouns.
What do you? Well, hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You said I was a deep state.
You said, wait.
operative.
Are you our deep state operative? There's no such thing as Lord Blanket. Lord Blanket is a myth. Everyone talks about this whole Lord Blanket nonsense, and people are saying, "Oh, well, Lord Blanket, all he did is that his whole purpose and what he is that all he did was to make sure that you picked up your toys and cleaned your room every couple few days." Like, so I don't want to hear this Lord Blanket stuff. Everyone always sits there and wants to pass the buck and the blame on Lord Blanket. But what I want you to talk about for a moment is the fact that here you are having a birthday. Happy birthday to Mr. Philosopher. Like, so we're going to talk about your birthday. Talk to talk to the audience for a few moments about the concept of being a dad, growing up, watching cartoons, imagination, and how exactly you are going to continue to impart that wisdom and knowledge to your own seed, if you will. I don't know. Anyways, but generations. So talk about that for a few moments. What imagination, nostalgia, how that worked in your life, but not only how that imagination worked in your life, and how you are going to use that as something to educate your own child, your progeny, in terms of being able to accept and understand what imagination and nostalgia is.
Well, I mean, the thing about imagination is everything that you see around you, someone had to imagine it first. And okay, so you want to go real retro? I grew up watching the original Star Trek. The original. It was like an hour long with 50 minutes of show and 10 minutes of commercials. I mean, that was great. But it's like so much of the technology is actually feasible now. So it's like science fiction becoming anyway. But the point is, you show your kid cartoons, science fiction, fantasy, and you get the imagination going, and then you find out how much more you didn't even think about that you could do.
Well, now as a child, cartoons, imagination, and just enjoying that whole aspect, toys, all of that stuff. It's something that would happen every single day. You'd get off the bus. Now, I know that you were a private school taught individual, so you probably have no idea what the hell a bus even is. Like, so, but you would sit there and you would understand what it is to engage in pop culture, nostalgia, cartoons, and all of that, even though you may not have rode a bus like everyone else. But you get that, you understand that point in history, and there were opportunities where those cartoons and everything gave you just a springboard to where your own creativity is today. Correct?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. It connects you to your family though. When you're talking about.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Is saying a father? So develop that for a moment.
I mean, okay, so you play MASH. I think of my granddad. I watched it with him and Dukes of Hazzard and all these classic shows. When you're homeschooled, you can watch Petticoat Junction with your mom in the middle of the day.
Conjunction, junction. What's your function? Yes, absolutely. Keep going.
And The Price is Right. Most kids. You had to take a sick day.
So did you have
Citizen Germ? Really? Yeah.
Well, Citizen Germ may have. Like, well, I don't take any sick days because I don't. But yes, chicken noodle soup, sitting at home with a high fever, and you're watching The Price is Right, not with Drew Carey, but with Bob Barker. Pluto, the Barker era on Pluto. You should check it out. But yes, you would sit there, you would stay at home, and you would do that. But as a father, as someone, so how old is your kid?
He'll be 6.
6. God bless America. He's 6 years old. Damn it, everybody. Do you remember where you were when you were 6 years old? So here it is. I have somebody calling in. So this is a big media risk. We're going to do this right now. This is a big media risk. We have someone coming in here on the phone. And when we have them coming in on the phone, we're going to pull them up here right now. We're going to see what's going on. 804-289-UR90, 804-289-8790. Let's see what's going on. So, caller, you are here live with the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell, Sam Newsman. State your name and where are you coming from?
Music, please.
All right, say it again. Say it again. Say it. What's going on? What's going on? Who are you? State your name. State where you're calling from.
I think that's a request for more music.
I don't know who the heck that was. I don't know who the heck that was. Did they even have a kid? See, this is what happens when you're doing live radio and you're taking phone calls. What did he say? Did he say music, please? Is that what he said?
That's what I heard.
He said music, please. Music, please, meaning that, well, it's Saturday morning. Well, damn it, if you want to listen to any other show playing music, you can play all that garbage that you hear all the other times on any other station. But here on a Saturday morning, here on the 29th day of April in the year 2023, it is 10:50. And you're just like, what? Music? Is that what he said? I couldn't even understand what the hell he said. All right, I got another phone call. We're gonna see what's going on. Hopefully, this is FCC violation approved. This is once again setting the standard, raising the bar. This is what we do. So, all right. So, caller, you are here live with the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell, Sam Newsman. State your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Crazy Toys, and I'm calling from the frat house.
Oh no! Wait, you're calling from the Cobra Frat House. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Pause. I got the key. I got the signal here. It is coming from the Cobra Frat House. The Cobra Frat House. Crazy Toys. I have Crazy Toys calling in from the Cobra Frat House. Listen, there's a lot of things that are happening at the Cobra Frat House. There's a lot of things that are happening. Things that are going on. All right, so you're there live at the Cobra Frat House. The Cobra Frat House being the frat house where toys all hang out, and they're hoping that their videos that that they record on cell phones are not being broadcasted. So I'm just going to tell you right now, so there are there's no video broadcast. Listen, this is not Girls Gone Wild. This is not Jerry Springer's Girl Gone Wild. Yes, it's Jerry Springer. Yeah. Shout out to R.I.P. Jerry Springers. Take care of yourself and each other. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now what the heck is going on. You're calling in right now. Crazy Toys. Crazy Toys is live. What is going on? What is going on here, Crazy Toys?
I'd call and say happy birthday and thanks for holding it down.
All right, so you're saying that happy birthday to Mr. Philosopher. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and thanks for holding us down every week, Sam. Congratulations on all your growing success, and I wish you the best on your endeavors. I hope that you don't keep Jerem's check. Maybe Jerem gets some of the cut, but maybe not.
Listen, Jerem doesn't get a damn thing. He doesn't get a damn thing. He just sits there. Listen, I tell you what, the reason why Jerem doesn't get it, I'm going to tell you right now, Crazy Toys, the reason why Jerem doesn't get a damn thing, he's sitting there behind the glass. I had the Philosopher here. And so shout out real quick to Crazy Toys. So shout out to Crazy Toys. Crazy Toys, we're talking to the Philosopher. The Philosopher, he's a dad. He's got a 6-year-old kid. And then we have you. So Crazy Toys, real quick, you're here on the phone. How old is your oldest? tell real quick, how is your oldest?
Oh, my oldest is 2, and he's being a savage as we speak. He's driving a 4-wheeler tractor, trying not to run into things.
All right, all right, so wait, pause. So he's driving around in his Power Wheels. He's right. He's driving around in his Power Wheels, and you now have a queen. The queen. You have to practice your kneeling system because you just like you just so the crazy toys. So in Crazy Toy, like there's Crazyville. All right, so hold on, real quick. All right, so Crazy Toys. I'm going to pause you for a second. So I'm going to put you on mute for a moment. But so the thing so Crazy Toys. Crazy Toys is he's basically the CEO of Crazyville. And because he's the CEO of Crazyville, he has a lot of things that needs to be taken care of, including the Cobra Frat House. When I say the Cobra Frat House, that's where the Cobra troopers go, and they, I guess, well, it's the Cobra Frat House. It's imagine like a fraternity. There's a fraternity, and there's Cobra troopers that go to the fraternity. Well, that's where they go when they need to, I guess. Well, hell, why don't I set the standard and raise the bar? So they go to they go to the Cobra Frat House, and they learn everything. But I guess what is it? The mayor of Crazyville is Crazy Toys himself, and Crazy Toys a few years ago had a progeny. 6 years ago had a progeny, but recently had a new progeny. And now it's kind of. Are you familiar with like queen bees and the way how the bees work? And you know how bees all of a sudden, the bees like surround the colony, and they're like, well, what are we doing as bees? Well, all we do is we just sit there and we work for the queen. And the queen has recently been promulgated in the land of Crazy Toys. And so, Crazy Toys, would you talk a few moments about the Queen and how she has now taken over in Crazyville? Hold on, wait. There you go. You're live. You're live. Yes. Wait, so you're telling me that's all it is? It's like, so you have a baby girl and all it is just like Neil? Just Neil. So you have a baby daughter. You already have you listen, you already have Prince Crazy Toys here coming up on did you say 6 years old? Oh, he's 2. Oh, damn it. Who's 6? Oh, that's right. The philosopher's son is 6. The philosopher's son is 6. I have all of these things. So, all right. So, real quick, Crazy Toys, I want you to hold on for a few moments. So, I have the philosopher here, the philosopher with a 6-year-old son. On the philosopher's birthday, not his 6-year-old son's birthday. No, the philosopher's birthday. The philosopher is going to give you a few pointers about not only how to continue to raise your son, but in terms of being a father in general. All right, so philosopher, are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
Yes.
You're already ready to go? Okay, all right, let me make sure all right, so all right, Jeremy, you guys ready? Okay, so here we are. So we have Crazy Toys. Crazy Toys just had a queen delivered to the hive. And he has a 2-year-old kid, but Mr. Philosopher's over here. It's his 45th birthday, and Mr. Philosopher is going to give us some insight in terms of raising children and how that goes. Once again, the only place you can hear this on Saturday morning, hosted by a real media puppet, but with Mr. Philosopher and Crazy Toys. So, Crazy Toys, I'm going to give it to you right now. Take it away. Give Crazy Toys a few pointers as he's dealing with the queen and also a 2-year-old prince.
Okay, so I was talking earlier about how you can build on yourself, and so one of the things that I'm teaching, this is cheesy, I know, but it's true. The Federal Reserve notes aren't the only currency in the world. So like, this is my birthday, so I want to teach him. Remember, one of the things from my childhood. Do you remember hobbits? Do you remember what hobbits are?
Hold on, real quickly. Hold on, let me make sure
Yeah.
I got everything. Hold on, wait, make sure I got everything
The general
here.
needs a better cyber team.
Right. So okay. So all right. So you're talking about the hobbits, and go ahead and say that again.
Well, the hobbits. You're talking about my birthday, and so I'm remembering. Remember, they lived in the hills, and they were short, and they didn't have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They ate like 20 meals a day. One of the things is on a birthday, it was the person with the birthday to give presents to everyone. So that's my present to you is my presence today.
Hold on. Hold on. So say that one more. Hold on. I'm sorry. Listen, like Germ just that's the reason why Germ is only going to try to get paid $12 an hour for the damn corporate radio station. Hold on. Would you go ahead and state that again? So here we are. I'm having to switch back because Germ doesn't know what the hell he's doing over there. So all right, we're talking. Listen, once again, we're talking to Mr. Philosopher, and we do have Crazy Toys on the phone. But damn it, if like they can't sit there and get everything back behind the glass over there, I'm having to do it myself. So here it is. So, Mr. Philosopher, if you would just for a few moments just talk about being a father on your birthday. Your child is 6 years old. I have Crazy Toys just having a queen delivered to the hive. Uh, what are the steps for you as a father and a dad that can really move things forward and kind of just give him some encouragement as he is going down this path?
Okay, so we were having some tech difficulties, so let me rewind a little bit. I'm not trying to be egotistical about my presence, but what I mean as a father, that it's like, yeah, you can give your kids money. We're talking about money a lot today. We can talk more about that later if we want, but current time and love, those are currencies too. So that's, you pass that on to your son, they can connect to you. And like I said earlier, it's some things in life. Look, this world is like, there's a lot about this world that like I've learned over the years. And so it's like, why would the next generation start from scratch? Did you start from scratch? No.
Could you talk about that a little bit more? Can you develop that just for a few more moments? About give us about 30 to 60 seconds before, because we got to head out. We got to cut out here in a few moments, but just develop that for a few moments.
Well, you spend the time and introducing them to the things that are nostalgic to you. You connect up your family tree, and you get the life lessons and the moral of the story. And knowing is the half the battle. What you learn today, so you have the wisdom. They're learning it. And you model it, and you're there. It's just all about time.
And when I think about time, when I think about time, it's 11 o'clock here at the top of the hour, which means that I got to get out of here. So Crazy Toys, you are still there. So I want you to know, like, so I listen. I tell you, my producer, and not even me have asked you up until this point to give the name of the new queen at the hive. So if you could do me a favor, Crazy Toys, give us the name of the queen, the new queen of the hive, and tell us exactly when she was born. Give us a little few moments before I sit there and get the hell out of here at the top of the hour. The Empress. Yes, the never-ending story.
So real quick, I have to say that because I've been listening to your show for 5 years. You always play the MASH theme, and for whatever reason, I coincidentally sort of know you, and very so funny to me because when cartoons in the afternoon would end, MASH would come on, and my grandpa would come down the stairs and be like,
Get your ass outside. Get your ass outside. Get the hell out of here. What are you talking about? Get out. Like, go. Listen, go play with some football. No more cartoons on a Saturday morning. Ah. What are you talking about, Lord Blanket? Lord Blanket's not even real. I don't want to hear about that nonsense. Like, that's a propaganda nonsense. I don't want to hear it. Whatever. Well, listen, I want to tell you, like, you've been here since the beginning. And like I said, we've seen your whole flock grow during the time. So shout out to Crazy Toys. Crazy Toys has been here in the studios. He has. But you know what? He has a couple of ball and chains, otherwise known as kids. But that's okay. Is because that just means that you are you have a whole quiver full. And the ladies everywhere need to watch out. Anyways, broadcasting live. Like, well, what? Oh, yeah, he cut off. That's right. You're damn right he cut off. Because here we are broadcasting live on the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday mornings. Listen, we have fathers of daughters and sons. And we actually have a father here. It's his 45th birthday. Say hello. Shout out.
Hey, what's up? Happy to be here. Happy my birthday to you too.
Hold on, say that again.
Happy my birthday to you too.
Happy birthday to the philosophizer. Anyways, it is 11:04. I'm going to take a break for a second. I'll be back on the other side in about 5 minutes here on the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday mornings. We're trying to do this. This is not commercial radio, which is one of the reasons why Germ is like, you know what? I'm not going to take $12 an hour. That's right. No, I'm not. Germ's like, I'm not taking $12 an hour because I'm setting standard, raising the bar, and I'm kicking ass everywhere else in Richmond, Virginia, which is what we do every Saturday morning here on the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real puppet. It's 11:04. I'll be back in about 5 minutes here, like I said, on the only radio show dedicated to the magic nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by a real puppet from the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell.